Welcome back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Nightbringer. You can call me Night. But if you're coming back, hi. Good to see you again. Today I will be drawing Firestar, Sandstorm, Leafpool, and Squirrelflight. Warning, there are going to be flashing lights and slight scars, so if you're uncomfortable with that, maybe skip this one, but thank you. If you want better quality of the pictures from all of this, go to my Twitter. Yes, this is a plug for my Twitter, but the link will be in the description, so go check that out. I'm not really used to doing talking videos, so sorry if I'm my voice is kind of off or anything. I'm not really used to this, but hopefully there will be more of these types of videos in the future, so let me know if you do enjoy these types of videos. This is going to be a fresh start to my channel because I drew a lot of dragons, but I'm not really in the Wings of Fire fandom anymore, so I will be drawing more cats now as I am more involved in the Warrior Cats fandom. More parts are going to come after this, more of these full body videos of the Warrior Cats characters, including, say, Bramblestar's family all the way back to Pine Star, all the way down to Lark Song with Lilyheart and Snowbush's kits, and then there'll be side cats say Ashfoot maybe? I'm not sure yet. I've already drawn Crowfeather, so I'm not sure. Anyway. So the first cat that I drew was Firestar, and needless to say, I struggled with Firestar. I drew him first, and the design will pop up in a second on the screen, or maybe it's already up, I'm not sure. Anyway, I drew him before, and I love the colors, but I felt he looked too feminine. Not saying that's a bad thing, by the way. I don't see Firestar as a very feminine cat. I see him more as a dad. I don't know if that makes sense, but I see him more as a dad, and I wanted to put that into the design as much as I could. So this is what I did. I already said this is my second try, and I love how I did the face. I was so proud of myself once I looked back and once I was done with the face, I was like, oh my god, I just drew that? I was so proud of myself. And I wanted to put that into the body, which I feel like I struggled with. I tried putting flame details on his paws and his stomach and stuff, and then I tried doing it on his back, but it wasn't really working out. And then I added the flame design on his all across his body, and I hated it at first. I'll be honest, I did not like it whatsoever. But then weeks and weeks went by, and I was still hating it. And I went back and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna recolor him. I love the face, but I'll recolor him. What's the worst that could happen? And I recolored him, and I really, really liked it. But it didn't feel like Firestar to me. I love doing complicated designs because I feel like the more detail looks so cool. It really shows wow, it's a lot of time and effort was put into this drawing. But my new Firestar design that I did weeks later, I felt was too bland, and I couldn't get the colors right, and I just didn't like it. And then I went back to my one that I did before, weeks before, the one with the stripes and stuff, and I looked at it again, and I was like, wow, I kind of really like this. So now I'm keeping it. I tried to do the heart stuff on his stripes, but I didn't really like it. Anytime there's a weird pause with the art, that's probably just me doing line art, coloring the line art, because obviously you can't just press a button and all the line art's colored, so that's that's a thing. But yeah, this is Firestar. The next cat I drew was Sandstorm, who I also redid. Her old design, or her first design, will pop up every now and then. But I also, very important, I have a theory that that Running Wind and Redtail are Sandstorm's real parents. And I don't really have like a decent explanation for this. I just think that like Redtail is trans, and it was consensual that they had a kid. I feel like Redtail and Running Wind are a very cute couple, especially because they were both like single toms, I think. But I just think it's a cute little queer couple in the series, and would also give a little explanation to why Sandstorm's parents are sort of a mystery, and would also like make some retcons kind of better, but like not really. I don't know. But anyway, it's a theory that I've had for a while, so that's where my Sandstorm parentage theory comes in. I imagine Sandstorm as very curly. I don't know where that like thought in my head came, but yeah. I also gave her the cat socks, or like the stockings or whatever they're called, because I wanted to do them with Leafpool, and I was like, well, I mean, might as well put them into Sandstorm so that they actually make sense on where Leafpool got them. And this design that I gave for her is very much Sandpaw. I feel like Sandstorm kind of like matured. Well, I mean, obviously she matured, but I feel like her design matured as well, and my design for her in this is very much Sandpaw. So I don't know if she'd have like a somewhat different design, maybe just like her fur's groomed a bit better, maybe not so everywhere. Maybe I'll draw that in the future, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is my Sandstorm design. The next cat I drew was Leafpool, and I love Leafpool. I don't know what it is about this cat, but I love her so much. She has been my favorite character literally since she was like introduced. Something about this cat, I love her so much. Anyway, I imagine her as like having very gentle nature, sort of like a deer, if you know what I'm saying, you know. I used Firestar's head. I traced Firestar's head because, first of all, I was feeling very lazy, and I didn't feel like drawing another cat head. Second of all, because I feel like Leafpool and Firestar look physically similar. I gave Leafpool more straighter fur, and I just wanted them to look very similar. I also gave her crow feathers on her behind her ear because I feel like Crowfeather gave them to her, which I do have a theory about those feathers, which I will talk about in another video, like a Crowfeather video, maybe when like Leafpool and Crowfeather's kits come up. I don't know. Anyway, I'll explain that theory a bit more later on. But yeah, this is where the cat socks come in. She has the cat socks. And I would like to say that this isn't really how I imagine Leafpool. I imagine her as a lot droopier. You'll see later on in my Willowpelt design that Willowpelt is like droopy almost. Still like kind and cat-like, but like droopy almost. And I feel like that's sort of what Leafpool is like too. Almost like looks wet but isn't. So that's like what I imagine Leafpool as. I just didn't draw her like that. I don't know why. But I have drawn her kind of like that before, which if you want to go see that, check my Twitter. But you can go see that there. But I might redraw Leafpool. Probably not, because I just don't feel like it. But also because I like this design. But this isn't exactly how I would imagine Leafpool. Like, if I could redraw her, I would, but I just don't feel like it. So anyway, this is Leafpool. And our last cat for this video is Squirrelflight. I will admit, I'm not the biggest Squirrelflight fan. I don't find her annoying at all, actually. I don't find her annoying. I feel like she's overrated, but then I feel so guilty for saying that. because I feel so bad for her because she's been through so much and she gets so much hate from the fandom, and then she gets so much hate in the books, and then she's so traumatized, but she's so strong and so underestimated, and I love her character arc. I love how much she matures throughout the books. She's been through so much, and I'm like proud of her. like a mother would be to their kid. I'm like proud of her. But anyway, I made her very curly because I think that she is, and I already imagined Sandstorm as curly, so might as well. I gave her a squirrel-like tail because I feel like what is Squirrelflight without her curly puffy tail? I gave her a lot of scars because, like I said, she has been through so much. She's been through so much. So I drew her sketch with a bunch of scars, but I didn't really draw her like full, like her finished product with a bunch of scars because I think I just forgot. But I gave her one white paw, and I gave her heart freckles because I have always imagined Squirrelflight having little white heart freckles. I also made her sort of pink because I love pink Squirrelflight, like reddish pink. I just think it's the cutest thing. So yeah, here's Squirrelflight. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing, all that stuff. It helps so much more than you may realize. But just expect more videos like this, I guess. I really enjoyed making this one, and I'm very excited for the future of this channel. If you want to check out some of my Wings of Fire content, I have like deleted most of it because I am kind of embarrassed by it because it was from like more than a year ago, and it's very cringy to look back at old art. If you're an artist who's been drawing for a long time, you 100% know what I'm talking about. But just looking back at old art, especially speed paints, and it's like, wow, I did not know what I was doing. So I did delete most of that. The pictures are still on my Instagram plug right here. They are still on my Instagram, which will be linked in the description. So please go check that out if you can. Again, shameless plug for my Twitter. The link will be in the description. My Twitter's not new, but me posting consistently on it is. Usually with these full bodies of the Warrior Cats characters, I will draw a bunch of them at a time and then post them all like weeks after I draw them, but I like post a bunch at a time. So it's not like, oh, there's one a day. It's like, oh, there's like, I post 15 cats like once every other week, like sort of like that. At least I'm trying to do that. Same on my Instagram, but Twitter is newer for me. So yeah, I hope you go check that out and support me on that. So yes, please check out my other videos if you can. Yeah, thank you for watching.